Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Julian, and this is my WesGold Fellows internship project. What I learned was during the New York trip, we learned about stocks and how to buy and share stocks, how to trade stocks, and how to better invest in the stocks. We have learned the history behind the New York Stock Exchange in New York City, and we got to experience it firsthand on Wall Street. Also, what I learned was how to work in a team. So by week 3, we had to come up with an entrepreneur project, and we had learned how to become a team. We came up with the project of making bath bombs, handmade bath bombs, for as low as $5. So order yours today. And it was really fun working with my team. Also, we learned a lot about college planning. So college planning, we learned how to differentiate our options between the colleges that we wanted to go to, because a lot of us had multiple different choices, and we had to search for information about how much tuition was, how much the food and meal plan was, how much transportation and personal expenses that we needed. We also had to pick our best option that was best fit for us. Also, the game Cash Flow is a very educational board game. We learned how to read an income statement and how to look at our salaries and look at our list of little liabilities and assets. We also learned how to manage our monthly cash flow and how to manage purchasing a child and how much children actually cost, because nobody knew how much it actually costs. Also, the last thing we learned about was interviews. So we learned how the interview process goes for the employer and the candidate. We also learned what are the right questions to ask, and also we learned about the right questions to ask, and we learned about we learned about the right questions to ask, and also we learned how to use our skills that we studied in this program and use it for the interview. Also, my favorite experience was playing Pictionary during the first week of our program. A lot of us were really scared. Not scared, we was really intimidated by talking to each other, but we broke the ice by playing Pictionary, which is a very fun game, and we're trying to make it a legendary game for WesGold Fellows, but I mean, I guess that didn't happen. Well, anyways. Oh. Also, another favorite experience was going to Washington, D.C. We went up and down and all around the Capitol building, which was pretty fun. And one of us timed or counted the steps, and we walked about like 6 miles around the building, so I think that was pretty cool. We also got to learn about, we also got to see the pinpoint of Washington, D.C. And in the same room, we saw a statue of Abraham Lincoln with one ear, which was, it was kind of funny, but a major design flaw, but it was pretty cool. And also, my favorite thing about the program in general was traveling. I really like traveling, and I've always wanted to travel ever since I was younger, like visiting China or Europe or maybe even Africa or Australia. And that's just always been one of my goals. Also, the last favorite experience was building relationships with many of the interns in this program. I really like the I really like the relationships I built with these interns, and I think they're pretty cool. And yeah, my least favorite experience was walking. Walking all around New York in business casual shoes, which was a horrible idea to do, but I mean, I had to for work. Also, we had stepped over a bunch of roaches and rodents in there, which was pretty disgusting, but we got through it, and it was blazing hot that day, so we learned our lesson. Also, the classroom. The classroom was freezing cold. Like, it was like walking into a deep freezer every morning from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Some of us brought cardigans and sweaters, and I don't know how that worked for other people, but for me it didn't work because I was still freezing cold. And also the megabus rides. The megabus rides were so unnecessarily long. I could not sleep on the bus because the chairs were so uncomfortable. It was like sitting on a banana peel. And I was sliding off of the bus when it would like stop or jump or just move in general. And I don't know how people fell asleep in there because I was like standing upright and I can't sleep like that. So I don't know anybody who can sleep upright unless they're leaning, but still, it was just not a good idea. How could I better the community? So violence is a big issue here in Philadelphia, and one of my business ideas in the future was to start a community group that can help mentor young kids who are struggling through poverty and can help build their character. And that is all. Thank you.